Damn it. Okay. Well, I mean, Ichiban being a name that just means number one is something that ends up coincidentally matching up with a lot of things. Hi, Okami. That was a tough fight. But I do feel like the snake parries are gonna be really good for handling like dumb boss bullshit. Ichiban is not a normal name. At least not in the modern era. It is a, I may have forgotten to turn the camera back on after the investigation period. Thanks, Coder, I forgot. Time to get lectured. He started it. Yeah. Yeah, he was born on New Year's Day, so they're like, all right, you're number one then. And he took shit for having that name through the whole game. I suppose, considering we're working in like a pseudo underworld type of department, introducing yourself to your competitors makes some sort of cultural sense, I guess? Ah, yes, the dark web. That's cool, EK. Thank you for lurking. I'm all good on the contract killing front. What have you gotten yourself into? I don't know. I'm investigating a bullying scandal at a private high school. And then I got jumped by a bunch of like gang assassins in masks. Like, what have I done? What have I done to deserve this? He seems all right. These two idiots. Good, you two deserve each other. Oh no, we have a man in black. And a possibly homeless man. What's going on? The Yama, the hermit from Kamurocho. I don't remember him. Gambling den? Oh, okay. We're just walking into a side case. Hey, back off the old man. Oh, hey, it's you. This guy your buddy or something? He's a friend from back home in Kamurocho. If you intend on getting violent, I won't just stand and watch. This is a business negotiation. It's just business. Yama's got talent. His extracts are exquisite first-class commodities, and he sells them for way too cheap. All right. If you really understood the economics, you'd jack up the price much higher, maybe even get an online shop going, then you'd really be raking it in. As I've said, that's a terrible idea. These extracts are potent enough to endanger a life. I refuse to distribute them haphazardly. Well, look where their attitudes got you. You'd be a bum forever at this rate. You suggest you work with me. No.
What?
Think he made himself clear, now get lost. Well, need you to shut up first. Okay, yeah, it's what I thought. All right, cool. We got PEDs. Great. Yeah, he's big strong now. Man, they're just stacking boss fights on top of each other. Oh, I got one of those earlier. I think the cat brought it. Here, just drink this. Okay, yeah, temporary buffs. Or, you know, essentially, drugs. Oh, there's a tutorial fight. They're not actually gonna let me. Okay. Oh, here it is. That's pretty cool. I could have beaten him without that. Hey, thanks. You helped me out of a real pickle just like old times. Hey, why are you here? I'm here as part of my journey of self-discovery of making sure all of the vendors and people you remember from the first game show up in the new location. Did I mention how I was abandoned in the mountains as a child? Yes. And when you were found, you had the extract formula on you. I don't have any relatives, so it's the only clue to the past I have. But I spent my life studying it to see if it can shed some light on my past. Didn't you claim you might be descended from the Tengu? How'd that turn out?
Yeah.
I don't know. So I came here. It'll probably help. Why? There's a researcher that lives here. Is an ancient codex that strongly resembles my my extract formula. Are you talking about the Sujimon professor?
なるほど.
I need to stay in Ijincho a while, is why I reopened my shop not long ago. But then, you know, people did stuff. Nothing like your extracts on the market. Sooner or later, someone's gonna come looking to make a profit. But to mass produce them would be utterly irresponsible. What if they fall into the hands of criminals? Which is exactly what would happen first. Anyway, stop by my shop. It's in Chinatown. I've got some new stuff. Okay. We are going now. Now is when we are going. Ugh. Extracts. So this is your new place. Is this your way of making it feel like home? Make yourself at home. It smells bad. Do you remember how to brew an extract? I never really did this in the first game, so no, not really. I only vaguely remember being introduced to it. It's been a couple years. I'll go over the process again. Think of an extract as a concentration of nature's raw essence. There are many extract varieties, each suiting a specific purpose. Some restore health, others heighten specific abilities, some reduce your likelihood of getting into a brawl. So I can just drink something to cheat my way out of fights? Is that scientifically possible? It's a mystery. I don't know how it works. It just works. It's like King Crimson. Alchemy looks suspicious as hell. Oh, man. It's not nearly enough. If you think about it, the cauldron is smaller, but this is basically what all of the Atelier alchemists are doing. Just throw a bunch of random things into a pot, and then you get a pie. What is that, a thug spray? You gotta gather your own materials in order to prepare an extract. Thanks for helping me. You can use the materials I have just this once. Give it a try. Here is a vessel. And oh. Oh. Those seem valuable. That maybe not so much. I mean, that just looks delicious. All right. I hope this doesn't blow up in my face. Uh-huh. I guess I will create one Warrior's Onslaught extract. I have created one. Okay, I think that did it. That turned out quite nicely. Quite simple. All it takes is going about the city, gathering the right materials, and add them to the broth. After that, your extract will be ready in no time. You don't have to write to me every time. I'll give you a special gourd with my extract solution inside. You whip out extracts on the go. But we can't mass produce them. That would be irresponsible. On creating an extract, you need an empty extract vessel to store it. 1 extract per vessel, that's the rule. So I just need a bunch of test tubes. That's correct. They must be empty. Normal containers would corrupt the extract's components or melt. Is it safe to drink things that will melt a glass container? That seems not safe. Is it safe? It seems unsafe. Don't worry about it. It's probably fine. Hey, did I just send everybody to Buffertown? Because I am detecting some significant frame drops. Oh, okay. That's fine. As long as the source is known, that's no big deal. It's not like this is the most riveting of material anyway. Careless customers of mine litter empty extract vessels wherever they go. Picking up and reusing them, you'll be doing yourself and the town a favor. The audio went out. That's a new one. Usually it just has some like buffering loading issues. It should be done now. We should be back. Guess I'll keep my eye out for those vessels. If you're willing to do me a favor. Remember that researcher, the one with the ancient codex? We've been studying these texts together, but we've hit a wall. We need access to a lot of rare materials. I would hunt them down, but I don't want to. Could you do it? Okay. The extracts aren't designed to fix common issues. Their effects are for rather obscure situations. Can you find these things around town? Yes, everything can be made with things you find on the street. The actual formula calls for natural materials, but being that I'm a city dweller, I've learned to use appropriate substitutes. Maybe some bizarre things I'll ask for, but there's always a proper reason. I remember he once had me collecting cat foods and certain latex disposables. I have a few of those. There was a surprising amount of them on the roof of the high school, actually. Anyway, new extract recipes is an incentive for helping me with my research. Could you bring me some mugwort? I have a ton of mugwort. I'll give that to you right now. Hand over the materials. Progress, here's a new thing. Super strength. How's your research going? You studying with some professor? Throwing us for quite a loop. It'd be nice if you had more materials. I'd like to ask you to find some stuff. Okay, like now though? Huh. Increase enemy encounter rates. That might actually be useful for later. Wait, so... Okay, I guess alright. I guess he doesn't need any more stuff. Yet. That's not a rare material at all. I found a bunch of that stuff. I see. Perfect. It's next to the mahjong parlor. I'll be back all the time. We good? I think, yeah. Time to board it back to, I guess, to the agency, yeah? I'll spend those points one day. Time to see if we can do it. Nope. One of these days I'm gonna jump a car. I don't think the game will actually let me do it, to be honest. I think the cars have, like, invisible wall hitboxes above them. Oh, I'm super going the wrong way. Yeah! They do not have invisible wall hitboxes above them.
Sloppy.
I beg to differ. I was quite pleased with it. Man, that is just like... That is consistently one of the best things about all of these games is just like... It's just that like, oh hey, can we do this thing? Yeah, we can do that thing. Like, you just try it, and then it works. Oh, well, there is a, So, that is a variant of the regular heat move that is just like, absolutely curb stomping the shit out of them. And it does good damage. Not as much as you would think, but good damage. I think you dropped this. Dude, that's my pay. I would hate to have worked that part-time job for nothing. Hey, all right. That's why I don't carry cash. That right there, that like, oh, I worked all day and now all my money is gone because I accidentally dropped it on the street. Why would you carry cash? Why would you ever carry cash knowing that that can happen? My God. By the way, my my rare material acquisition rate is increased right now, so I'm basically just, for as long as that modifier is active, I am essentially just going to run around and pick up every material that I find. Well, damn it. Oh, I actually have a good answer for that, Squirrel. Yeah, I suppose the plate thing is not really something that's ever really explained. That's a very Japanese thing. We've talked about pachinko parlors when I played these games before, and how they are essentially just like slot machines with extra steps. Now, gambling is technically outlawed in Japan. So you can go to a pachinko parlor and you're not just playing the slot machine to get, like, it's not money in, money out. What happens is you go and you play pachinko for a while and you have to buy, there's a certain exchange rate on, like, buying a certain number of balls for the machine. So it's like, you know, it's 100 yen and you get 100 pachinko balls. So you go in, and if you do well at the pachinko parlor, you get more balls. It pays out just like a slot machine, but it's like, it's basically like, it's the same deal as if you'd gotten money, but the pachinko balls are like a stand-in for the money. I hear the meow. Later. We will do it, but later. Okay, so how does this relate to the plate thing? Well, hi, Evan. And welcome.
Hey, gamers.
You're just in time. We're just talking about the pachinko parlor racket. All right, so how does the pachinko thing relate to the plate thing? So just like any redemption-based arcade that you'd find in the United States, where you play a game for a while and you get tokens. Just because that makes sense doesn't mean you didn't just make it the f*** up. No, it's real though. Just listen. So you go to an arcade in the US, you pay money, you get tokens for the games, you put the tokens into the game, and then you get tickets. Pachinko, basically the same thing, except you pay money, you get pachinko balls, which go in the machine, and then if you do well, you get more pachinko balls, which can then be cashed out into a prize. So this is the key here. So you cash the pachinko balls out, and they have like a prize list. And the prizes are things like, you know, a silver plate or a gold plate or a platinum plate. And they're largely just like decorative. Like they don't have any like cash or material value. But there just so happens to be a pawn shop on the corner, just a couple of shops down, that will just so happen to buy that plate off of you at the approximate cash value of what the pachinko balls would have cost. But it's not gambling because it's cash for pachinko balls for prizes for cash. And of course, the racket is the same companies, usually Yakuza backed, own the pachinko parlor and the pawn shop, so they're profiting on both ends. And it's basically gambling with more steps. If you do well, you get more pachinko balls, you can cash the pachinko balls out, you can get your prize, you take it to the pawn shop, you get cash for the prize. That is why you see all of the plates around town, because they are basically pachinko prizes. that have yet to be cashed in at a pawn shop, which is why the only actual good they are in the game is to cash them in at a pawn shop for money. That's how it works. Thank you for coming to my Pachinko TED Talk. Guys, I don't think they liked my kickflip. All right, dude, you're coming with me. Get up there. Yeah, I think poker chips is more precisely what the pachinko balls themselves are. It is just the stand-in for currency that you use while you're playing that has a cash-outable, that has a cash value when you cash them out. It would be like if you went to a Chuck E. Cheese and there was the thing up there that's like 1,000 tokens for this, like, you know, for this random just like decorative silver plate. And then you could redeem the tokens or the tickets for that plate and then take it across the street and sell it at a pawn shop for like $100. That's basically what the racket is. And everyone, of course, has plausible deniability because you're not. There's in-betweens, so it's not just cash in, cash out. It's cash in, pachinko balls out, pachinko balls in, pachinko balls back out, or pachinko balls back in, prize out, prize in, cash out. But at different unrelated establishments. Now, back to this picture.
その写真をよこしてきたって女はまず間違いなく三越場殺しに関係してる。つまり江原の仲間か手下だった可能性が高い。それが半品リューマンを雇って八神氏を襲わせたのですね。そして三越場の件から手を引けと言ってきた。
Right.
波の探偵ならビビって言う通りにしてたかもな。でも Why
are you even on their radar?
それなら警察の捜査の方がよっぽど嫌なはずだけど。確かに警察が動いているのに八神氏の調査だけ止めても意味がないです。
But the police are gonna brush it under the rug. That's the problem.
俺じゃない。澤先生だ。4年前に江原敏郎が自殺した時、彼女三越場のいじめを責めてたらしい。だから俺は何が本当なのか先生に話を聞くつもりだったんだ。でも連中はその辺に触れさせないようにしたかったかもしれない。だとすると敵の脅しは効果的でしたね。おかげで澤先生は貝のように口を閉じてしまいました。大丈夫、まだこっからだよ。それに連中だって一つミスったろ。え？ギャングに追っ払わせるつもりだった探偵がかえってこうやる気出しちゃってんだから。なるほど。それは随分大きなミスを犯しましたね。その夜、偉人町で見つかった死体の身元が
Boy, that's rough.
インターネットで報じられた。これで星稜高校の誰もが三越場ヒロの死を知ったはずだ。あの学校の中で世界は一変したと言っていい。
Great. Sounds like the end of chapter 3. It's the end of chapter 3. Damn, we are moving through this game. Which, I suppose, makes sense considering I've been playing it every day. Wow, they really do just keep showing you the maggot-infested corpse. Like, with no warning whatsoever. Every time. There's a part of me that thought that the girl in the sunglasses that gave her that photo might have been the bully girl from the school. But I don't think that's the case. But then I don't know who she is, actually. Oh. Oh boy. Oh, that sucks. Oh boy. Oh boy.
遺体は死後2ヶ月ほど経過しており、死因は刃物による失血死。で、今日はどう動くんだ？ほら、もう少し酒抜けねえと頭が回んねえぞ。
朝まで飲ませんだもんな。
Drinking until sunrise may be a bad idea.
さんの切れる頭が頼りなんだからさ。もっと言ってくれ。俺はまた星稜高校に行ってくるよ。まずは澤先生の様子が気になる。いろいろ抱えてるみてえだな。あんな綺麗な先生が。
Kaito, I love you, but like, you gotta chill with the like, by the way, teacher's hot though.
三越芝のいじめはなかったと俺に言ってたんだ。けど4年前はそのことを三越芝本人に詰め寄ってたらしい。多分いじめは実際にあったんじゃないかな。少なくとも澤先生はそう考えてたんだと思う。
Okay.
そこへ来てサングラスの女から三越芝の件に関わるなと脅されたわけだ。もう何も言うなと。
ああ、その女は三越芝を殺した一味だろうね。三越芝の写真を持ってたんだから。まさに殺される直前のさ。
Yeah, kind of weird that they'd have taken a picture of him before he was killed.
でもそれってよくわかんなくない？
何が？
だって三越芝がもしいじめの加害者だったんなら、なんでそのことを隠したいの？逆にもっと広めてって感じじゃない？三越芝殺しを正当化できるんだからさ。
一理ありますな。
Yeah.
それもそうだが。
Yeah, I suppose like sort of smear his name, right?
なんで自分の意見を真逆に変えちまったんだ？
But then it also establishes motive.
圧力があったというところでしょうな。あまりいじめの事実を騒ぎ立ててくれるなと。例えば星稜高校の奥田理事長から。
どうだろう。あの理事長にそんな力あるかな。結構澤先生にもズケズケ物言われてたし。やっぱりその辺は澤先生本人から聞き出すしかない。
でも八神さん、もう
The guy who died, we've seen him a couple times, but I don't think we've ever seen him outside the I don't think we've seen him outside of the
何か僕に手伝えることある？
あるぜ。
お前は俺の解放しなきゃだろ。
そうなの？
どのみち今あの学校に出入りできんのは俺だけだから。杉浦は海藤さん頼むよ。
Tell her I would say if it is explicit in a like a specifically 18 plus way, then put it in the specific channel. Otherwise, that doesn't matter. So it's possible they may have wanted to cover up the motive because the motive would point to like a specific. The motive would point to like who's actually responsible or who's affected by that. But I imagine it's something more twisty than that.
ゆうべ便利屋のやつと飲み明かしちまったからよ。ちょいと休ませてもらうぜ。
Where's our XP at? 23,000. We're getting there. We are more than 25% of the way to our last SP booster. At which point we can actually start getting stronger for real. Not that it has really mattered much. Oh ho. Oh, that's the extract. Okay. So he's got a new request for a new thing. You know what I haven't done yet? I forgot about this. I can research UFO.